attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in an humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your costless devotional service birth after birth. O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? And when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embraces or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipable Lord unconditionally. Hare Krishna. So now I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy name given by Vyasadeva in Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. So once again, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Let us move on to the next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all are joining the call today?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arindax Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण भगवती वसुधा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीति दासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna. Hare, Hare Krishna, Yashamati Priya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devi Dasi from Raleigh. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas, Mataji. Hare Krishna and beautiful
Hare,
singing, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Shamaguri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shamaguri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Manimala from College Station, Texas. Please accept my sincere obeisances. All the devotees.
Hare Krishna Manimala Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sundarangi Radha Devi Dasi from India. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your beautiful recitation and your warm welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indalekha Karna Devi Dasi. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your beautiful association and recitation.
Hare Krishna Indalekha Karna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. I welcome all of you once again. Thank you, everyone, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today, we are really fortunate to have His Grace Gaur Vilas Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Before I hand over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to hand over the call to Sundarangi Radha Mataji for the brief introduction on Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji, over to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Here is a brief introduction about today's speaker. We are so fortunate to have His Grace Gaur Vilas Prabhu on our call today. We are happy to have Prabhuji here. And Prabhuji came to Krishna consciousness in 2004. He earned a MBBS degree from Grant Medical College. Gaur Vilas Prabhuji joined the ashram in 2010, and he was initiated as a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in 2012. Prabhuji preaches in various medical and engineering colleges. He also conducts programs for doctors at Bhakti Vedanta Hospital and in corporate environment. He is a teacher of Bhakti Sastri and Bhakti Vaibhava courses. He also conducts congregational programs in Mumbai and Maharashtra. Gaur Vilas Prabhuji has done thorough studies of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving me the opportunity to read the brief introduction about Prabhuji. All glories to Prabhuji's all wonderful services. Hare Krishna, over to you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for that brief introduction on Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your valuable time and association in this Bhakti Sangha conference call. We are really fortunate to hear from you today on this topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Today's verses 9.9.13 and 14. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for this opportunity to serve. We'll begin with our prayers. Umagyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishram Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, we are today discussing from Canto 9. We are on chapter 9, the dynasty of Amshuman. Today we'll be discussing 13th and 14th verses. Bhasmi bhutanga sangena svarayata sagaratmaja kimpuna shraddhaya devim sevante ye dadavrata. Simply by having water from the Ganges come in contact with the ashes of their burnt bodies, the sons of Sagar Maharaj were elevated to the heavenly planets. Therefore, what is to be said of a devotee who worships Mother Ganges faithfully with a determined vow? One can only imagine the benefit that accrues to such a devotee. 14th verse. Nahi etat paramascharyam swardhunya yad ihoditam ananta charanam bhoja prasutaya bhavachchidah. Translation. Because Mother Ganga emanates from the lotus toe of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Anantadev, she is able to liberate one from material bondage. Therefore, whatever is described herewith about her is not at all wonderful. Purport. It has actually been seen that anyone who regularly worships Mother Ganges, simply by bathing in her water, keeps very good health and gradually becomes a devotee of the Lord. This is the effect of bathing in the water of Ganges. Bathing in the Ganges is recommended in all Vedic Shastras, and one who takes to this path will certainly be completely freed from all sinful reactions. The practical example of this is that the sons of Sagar Maharaj went to heavenly planets when the water from Ganges merely touched the ashes of their burnt bodies. Hare Krishna. So this is a section going on where the descent of Mother Ganga is being described. And so far, we have heard how many generations they were struggling to get Mother Ganga so that their ancestors be delivered. The ancestors of Sagar Maharaj, the sons of Sagar Maharaj be delivered. And Amshuman tried, Dilip tried, and then Bhagirath tried. Then Mother Ganga appeared. He said there are two conditions. Who will bear my force when I descend here? And how will I be purified? Because people will take bath in me, they'll put their sins in. So then Bhagirath said, no problem, it is not a big issue. Lord Shiva will bear your force. And when devotees of the Lord, they come, they take bath in you, they'll purify you. Sadhavo nyasina shanta brahmishtha lokapavana haranti aghamte angasanga teshu aste agvidhari. Bhagirath told this. And then Ganga Devi, she descended. She, just by the touch of Mother Ganga, all the sons of Bhagirath, they were delivered. Sons of Sagar Maharaj were delivered. So this is the power of being in touch with the water which has washed the lotus feet of the Lord. First canto of Bhagavatam also describes the glories of Mother Ganga, because Parikshit Maharaj, he left everything and sat on the bank of Mother Ganga. Ya Vilas Shri Tulasi Vimishra Krishnangri Renum Abhyadikam Punetri Punati Loka Anubhayatra Sheshan Kastam Naseveta Marishyamana. Who will not take shelter of Mother Ganga? Kastam Naseveta Marishyamana. Because Ganga is coming from the lotus feet of the Lord. And anything in touch with the Lord is purified. Because Lord is all purifying. He is, as Ishopanishad, Srila Prabhupada describes, Shuddham and Apapavidham, antiseptic and prophylactic. Anybody who stays in touch with the Lord, they never get contaminated. And anyone who comes in touch with the Lord, they get purified. That's the power of being in touch with Krishna consciousness. That's the power of being in touch with Krishna. Living entities, since time immemorial, we are struggling in this material world, being covered by gross and subtle bodies, covered by ignorance, ego, and under the influence of ignorance, we are trying to enjoy the things and pleasures of this world and thinking that this will give me happiness. Tavad ragadayastena tavat karagriham griham yavan mohongri nigado yavan krishnan tejana. Being absorbed in family life, people think it will give me happiness. But their house becomes a prison house. Graha becomes kara griha. And all the attachments, they are like the chains which shackle a living entity. Attachment for the wife, husband, children. There are things of this home, the paraphernalia, Atma, Jaya, Suta, Agar, Pashu, Dravid, Bandhu, Rajya, all these things, they bind a person. And somehow wandering in this material world in the pursuit of enjoyment, like that Puranjan. Fourth canto described the story of Puranjan. Narad Muni was telling Prachina Bhari. This Puranjan, he is searching for a nice city to stay and enjoy. He went to so many places and ultimately on the southern side of Himalayas, he's found a very suitable, beautiful city, the city of 9 gates. That is the human body. So after moving through all the 84 lakh species of life, this human body, which is the best body to enjoy, but this is the best body to attain liberation also. Otherwise, if you see analytically, this body is not meant for happiness. Brahmaji has made this body to give us pain only. Because every part of the body can give us pain. And very few organs, only our 5 senses, they give happiness. Shutritridhatu birimam murardemana Shitoshnavatha varsha itaretaracha Kamagnina chuturusha chasudurvarena Sampashyato manaurukramasida me. Brahmaji is saying, I am just lamenting seeing the condition of the living entities of this world. What type of body I have made, they'll suffer royally. Somehow, if one gets association of devotees, then he comes to this practice of pure devotional service. That is all purifying. Anybody comes in touch with devotional service gets purified. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, NOD, Srila Prabhupada writes 6 qualities, 6 secondary characteristics of pure devotional service. Kleshagni, Shubhada, Sandrananda Visheshatama, Moksha Laghutakrit, and Sudurlabha, Sri Krishna Akarshani. So one of the qualities, Klesha Agni. Klesh Agni means all the sins, they start getting destroyed. The distress goes away. This process starts as soon as we start practicing devotional service. At the stage of Shraddha only it starts. Of course, it takes a long time for it to completely manifest. But some things are destroyed immediately. And Rupa Goswami very wonderfully describes Prarabdha, Aprarabdha, Kuta, Bija, they all get purified. They all get destroyed by this practice of pure devotional service. Prarabdha karma is like that water which is stored up in the water tank. That is aprarabdha. And then prarabdha is the water which is coming out of the tap. And the water which is in the pipeline, that is called as bija or puta, which is about to come out. By the process of devotional service, all these things are destroyed. Prarabdha phalam papam kutam bijam phalonmukham kramena praliyeta Vishnu bhakti ratatmana. Kramena, although it is mentioned step by step, but it happens very quickly. The example is given of the lotus leaves being pierced by a needle. So lotus leaves are very soft and it doesn't take much time. It seems as if immediately it happened. But if you see in slow motion, every leaf is pierced one after another. But overall, it is a very fast process. Similarly, the process of devotional service, it is very, very fast process. As soon as we start practicing with faith, the faith that Krishna is Supreme Lord and I will serve only Krishna. I will not go to any other Devta. I don't want any material things from my practice of devotional service. That is not my primary intention of practicing bhakti. I may ask for some material things, depending on the circumstances, but I'm not doing bhakti for that. I may ask for the welfare of my friends or relatives, but that's not my primary intention to practice bhakti. That is pure faith. And if with that pure faith, if somebody is practicing devotional service, chanting, remembering the Lord, at the stage of Shraddha also, all the sinful reactions are destroyed. Yathagni susamidharchi bhasmasat kurute Arjuna, Jnanagni sarvakarmani bhasmasat kurute tha. Yathagni susamidharchi karoti edhamsi bhasmasat. Sorry, I mixed two verses. This is Bhagavatam verse. यथा अग्नि सुसमिद्धार्ची करोति एधांसी भस्मसात् तथा तथा मद विषया भक्ति उद्धवे नामसी कृत्स्नशः. Just like the fire burns the firewood slowly, similarly, mad vishaya bhakti, Krishna says, O Uddhava, by practice of my devotional service, all the sins are destroyed. Uddhave namsi kritsnasha. Kritsnasha means completely all the sins are destroyed. It is not that some are destroyed, some are not destroyed. All are destroyed. All the aprarabdha, whatever is installed, whatever is sanchit. Sanchit means whatever we have acquired by our millions of lives of karmic activities. They are all purified by the practice of devotional service. They are all gone. It happens, it starts at the stage of Shraddha, happens at the stage of Shraddha only. Only thing required is having the faith. Faith that this process of Krishna consciousness is all powerful. And work at that platform. One of the Srila Prabhupada disciples, Pita Prabhu, he was telling that one time Akinchan Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj came to meet Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada was telling them that, oh, Babaji Maharaj, just see, look at my disciples, how advanced they are. They are so attentive to whatever I say. They listen and they try to execute. So now, this devotee was thinking, Prabhupada said how advanced we are. And we had just started practice of devotional service. Then why Srila Prabhupada said how advanced they are? Then he remembered what Prabhupada spoke. He said, yes, Prabhupada said they are advanced because they are attentive to what I say and they try to execute. They are obedient. Papaji Maharaj said, yes, they are advanced. Therefore, this process of devotional service, as soon as one starts following the instructions of Guru and Krishna, keeping faith in him, यस्य देवे परा भक्ति यथा देवे तथा गुरौ तस्यैते कथितः अर्थ प्रकाशन्ते महात्मना. If one starts having faith in Guru and Krishna, yatha deve tatha guru, all the imports of scriptures are revealed in the heart of that devotee. Yasya deve parabhakti yatha deve tatha guru tasyaite kathitahi artha prakashante. All the imports of the scriptures are revealed, prakashante. So that's how Rupa Goswami mentions this, how aprarabdha is destroyed. Then he says prarabdha, that which is now experienced in this life. Aprarabdha means what is about to come, maybe in the future life. That is gone. And prarabdha means that which is we are experiencing in this life, either now or in future in this life. That all these is whatever we experience is this life in this life is prarabdha. By the practice of devotional service, even prarabdha is destroyed. And Rupa Goswami quotes this verse. Yannamadheyam shravananu kirtanadyat prahavanadya shravanadapi kvachit smaranadapi kvachit shvadopi sadya savanaya kalpate kuta punaste bhagavannu darshanat. Just by chanting the names of the Lord. Yannamadheya shravana anukirtan, by chanting, by remembering. Yes, smaranad, by remembering. Shvadopi, even if somebody is born in the family of dog eaters. Sadhya savanaya. Sadhya means immediately. Immediately is purified. It's not that in future it will happen. Now it is not. Now we are experiencing the results of our sins, our karmic reactions. No, it is not like that. Whatever is happening in the life of a devotee, after he starts practicing pure devotion, it is all orchestrated by Krishna. That's why a devotee never complains, never gets bewildered what is happening. He accepts everything as the mercy of the Lord. Tatte anukampa susamikshmano gunjanu evatmakritam vipakam vidvagvapurvir vidhan namaste jivetayo mukti pade sadayapa. It is extreme mercy of the Lord. Tatte anukampa. And it is not that just a matter of thinking like this. It factually happens. As soon as one starts practice of devotional service, the karmic accounts they are not in the store of Chitragupta. Krishna takes over the karmic accounts of a devotee. And he manages, okay, I will destroy or I'll use something to bring my devotee closer to me. So even though a devotee may suffer a karmic reaction which looks like ordinary karma, but it is not the same karma. Because ordinary karmic reaction, it binds one to this material world. But the karma given by the Lord, it liberates one. The suffering and the happiness given by the Lord liberates one of this material world. It doesn't bind one. Although a devotee enjoys or a devotee suffers, he is not bound to this material world. So that is very important. Keeping faith in the Lord in all situations. Prarabdha is destroyed, prarabdha is destroyed. And that's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita also, Yamahina vyathayantyete purusham purushashabha sama dukkha sukham dhiram so amritatvaya kalpate. a devotee who is not disturbed, yamhina vyatyanti ete, who is not disturbed in all the sukha and dukkha, he becomes eligible for liberation. So that's how a devotee, he accepts all the problems as plan of the Lord. And he, of course, he does the needful. He tries to get relieved of the suffering, of the pain. But if things are intolerant, things are not in control, Prabhupada writes in one purport, there is no reason to lament when things are out of our control. When things are happening by the laws of nature, there is no need to lament. The more we lament, the more we will be drawn in the darkest regions of anxiety and ignorance. Prabhupada writes that. Because sometimes people, the devotees or generally people, they try to change their situation. Oh, why I'm suffering? Why I'm going through this? And they try so much, and when they don't get the result is frustration, anxiety, depression. So devotee accepts it. Okay, I've tried my best and things are not working. I will accept it. I will go through this misery in a positive way, accepting it to be a plan of the Lord for me. Tada tadahamishasya bhaktanam sham abhipsitah anugraham manyamana pratishtam dishamuttaram. Small boy Narada, when his mother died, he was just 5 years old boy. But his mother died. So what he said, anugraha manyamana. He accepted it as the mercy of the Lord. How can somebody accept death of the mother to be mercy of the Lord? And only his mother was there for him. Nobody else was there. As it is described by Narada Muni himself, Ekatmajame janani yoshin mudha chakinkari. She was a very poor lady and she was the only person I had in my life. And she loved me. Chakre snehanu bandhanam. And she bound me by the ropes of affection. Naturally, only son is there. But when she left, what happened to that boy? He accepted it as the mercy of the Lord. He accepted it maybe Lord as a plan. Why? Because he had heard from Bhaktivedantis. He had practiced devotional service. Uchishtalepan anumodito dvijay sakritsma punjay tadapasta kilbishai. Evam pravrittasya vishuddha chetasastadharma evatma ruchi prajayate. As soon as he started rendering devotional service, taking remnants of their Mahaprasad, immediately all sakritsma bhunje tadapasta kilbishai, all his sins were immediately gone. It didn't take time for him. That's the power of devotional service. And the nature of devotional service became attractive for Narada. So that's how a devotee always understands. He knows how to give right responses. After all, developing right types of response is actually a result of devotional service. Otherwise, when we are not mature in the practice of bhakti, we may give certain responses and later we may lament, oh, I should not have spoken like that. I should not have done this. But the mature devotee means he is perfect in his responses. One time, Srila Prabhupada was giving a class, and one lady with a small child was there. And the child started crying. So Prabhupada said, can you please take this child out? So this lady, she was not a devotee. She said, so is the child disturbing you, Swami? So Prabhupada immediately said, He is not disturbing me. He is disturbing you and disturbing everyone else. When Giriraj Maharaj, he brought his father to meet Prabhupada, Prabhupada glorified him. He gave such respect to Maharaj's father. And later, his father said, he has two wonderful qualities. He's a good manager and he knows how to deal with people. A devotee naturally develops right responses. We hear the story of Tanpad and Suniti and Suruchi. Suruchi, she was so cruel in her words. If you want to sit on the lap of your father, you have to take birth from my womb, Dhruva. And Dhruva went crying to his mother, Suniti. And Suniti, by that time, she had already understood what had happened. All the maidservants had told her. As soon as Dhruva comes, Suniti, she's also very sad, aggrieved, because she knows that I'm not the favorite wife of your father, O Dhruva. But what she said, it is really amazing. She said, Dhruva, don't harbor ill feelings for your stepmother. Whatever is happening in the life of a person, it is because of the results of one's own actions. You can give such type of response. Because when mothers, they see their children suffering, they'll try to console and pacify them. But here, Suniti knows how to actually pacify the child. Generally, when the child falls, parents, they, beat the ground and say, oh, no problem, please, please, quiet, keep quiet. Oh, it is this ground's fault. But Suniti, she is very, very straightforwardly telling that it is the result of one's own karma, Dhruva. And whatever you want, I cannot give you that because I am a very insignificant lady. Go to Supreme Lord. Tameva vatsa shrayabhritya vatsalam mumukshubhimrigya padamja pattatim ananya bhave nij dharma bhavite manah avasthapya bhajasva purusham. Says, she says, please go to that Bhritya Vatsala Supreme Lord. What can I do? I have the heart of only one mother, Dhruva. Lord has the heart of millions of mothers. Please go to him. But she is giving such a wonderful response. Bhagavatam is actually story after story telling such wonderful examples of devotees who gave right response. Because they understood the power of devotional service, they understood how the Lord is working in their life. To be cursed to die in 7 days, to be cursed to become a demon. Parikshit was cursed. Chitraketu was cursed. What was their response? Parikshit said, I was so sinful. I was attached to my family. That's why Nirveda Mulo Dvijashaparupo Yatra Prasakto Bhayamashu Dhatte. To detach me from my family attachments, Lord has come in the form of the skirts of a Brahmani. It is not so easy to see curse as the Lord. So Prabhupada details when he was in Kolkata and the Second World War, the bombs were falling, dropping from the airplanes. And Prabhupada was frying pakodas. And he was thinking, Krishna is coming in the form of these bombs. If he wants, okay, I will die. Why I should be fearful? So we have such wonderful standards and examples in front of us. What we have to do is we should try to imbibe a little bit of it. Because, of course, such threatening situations may not come on every one of us. When life-threatening situation comes or some difficult situation comes, these stories of Bhagavatam, they are our North Pole, North Star. How we should respond, how one should never be disturbed. Okay, a devotee is disturbed, but it depends on how mature one is. He will or she will come back to the normal state as soon as possible. It is natural to feel bad. It is natural to be hurt when somebody speaks wrong words or insults us. Even Varahadev was hurt when Ranyaksh was insulting Vanago Charo Mriga, who are the amphibious beast. It is natural. Vidurji also felt hurt. Swayam Dhanurdvari Nidhaya Mayam Bhratu Puram Marmasu Taditopi. Marmasu Taditopi. The words of Duryodhan entered the ears of Vidur like sharp, burning sharp arrows. So it is natural to be disturbed. But the more we are advanced, the more we are mature, quickly we come back to the natural state, to the undisturbed state. So that's how a devotee, he always understands why this is happening. How should I deal with this situation? Always looking for some things which Lord wants us to learn. The process of devotional service destroys the sinful desires also. Bija haratvam. The sinful desires are destroyed. Ajamil, he was completely pure, but just by seeing that degrading scene, he became implicated in all the sinful activities, spent his whole life like that. Ultimately, in the end, by the mercy of the Lord, when he heard that conversation between Yamdutas and Vishnudutas, he understood. He gave up all his sinful desires. He was purified. That one name of the Lord was sufficient for him to be purified. Vachaham kitava papa brahmagna nirapatrapa kuchan narayana teti bhagwan nama mangala. Oh, the names of Lord Narayan is so powerful, so merciful. I did so many sinful activities, but just by chanting Narayan once, I became purified. So, if chanting once at the time of death, Ajamil got such benefit. What if somebody chants the whole life? What they'll get? Ajamil chanted at the time of death. What if one chants repeatedly? What they will get? He chanted without having faith. He didn't call Narayan. What if one calls Krishna and chants? What they'll get? Because Krishna is so merciful. Brahmaji says, Sadveshadiva Putana Pisatula Tvameva Deva Pita Yadhamartha Surit Priyatmatanaya Pranashaya Svakrite. You delivered the entire family of Putana. Agasur, Bakasur, Putana, they are all delivered. They are all family, brothers and sisters. They came to kill you. You delivered them all. Agasur got Sarupya Mukti. Putana became mother. So Brahmaji is thinking, oh Lord, what do you have remaining to give to Brajvasins? Because Brajvasis, they gave everything to you. Dham, Artha, Surit, Priya, Atma, Tanay, Prana, Artha, everything they gave to you. They have surrendered their entire family, wealth, life, brothers, sons. What will you give to them? So the Lord is so merciful. He's just waiting for one step of surrender. Sakriteva prapannoya tavasmi iti chayachate abhayam sarvada tasmai tadami etat vratam. Even if somebody comes and tells once, I am yours, that's it. His complete future has changed. His destiny has changed just by this one act of surrender. So process of bhakti, it is all purifying. The Lord is all purifying. Anyone who comes in touch with the Lord in any way gets purified. You have heard the story of crazy Peter. We have heard this many times, the story. One time, Srila Prabhupada was on a morning walk in one garden, and there was one person lying in the bushes, not taken bath for maybe months. Smell coming from him, all dirty clothes. He jumped out of the bush and caught hold of Prabhupada's feet. He said, Swamiji, please give me mercy. And all the devotees, they were thinking, oh my God, he's such a abominable person touching Prabhupada. They wanted to just throw him away. Prabhupada said, don't worry. Let him be there. And then this person, his name was Peter. He came and he started staying in the temple. And he would be lying down in the balcony or in the alley. And all the devotees were thinking what to do with this person. People, when they come, they see this person who is shabby, dirty. Our temple is getting a bad name because of this. And he doesn't do any seva also. He's just lying down eating prasad only. They wrote to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, what should we do with this person? He's just lying down doing nothing. Prabhupada said, just tolerate him as I have tolerated you. Then they had no option. They allowed him to be there. And then fast forward 20 years. One day, Giriraj Swami Maharaj, he was in New Vrindavan. And Mangal Aarti is there. And in Mangal Aarti, he sees this crazy Peter. So devotees would call him crazy Peter. So Maharaj was surprised to see, oh, this devotee is still there. So he called one devotee and said, who is this person? He said, Maharaj, you don't know, he's Kushakrit Das. Kushakrit Das was a very famous devotee because he was the one who had translated many, many Gaudiya literatures from Bengali to Sanskrit. I was amazed to see, wow, that crazy Peter became Kushakrit Das. That's the power of association of a pure devotee. That's the power of association of bhakti. Anybody who comes in touch with devotional service and gets purified. Only thing required is sincere practice. Kechit kevalaya bhaktya vasudeva parayana agham dhunvantikart snena niharam yuva bhaskaraha. Just like when the sun rises, all the fog is immediately dissipated. Similarly, by the practice of devotional service, all the sins and sinful tendencies are destroyed. It's the power of pure devotional service. Only thing we have to do is just be there, be present. Mercy is flowing, just like after a festival when the feast is getting distributed. Puri, paneer sabji, and sweets, and so many other things. And if somebody is standing on the road, he will not get the prasad. You have to be at the right place, eager to receive this mercy. Yasmin satkarna piyushe yashastirtha vare sakrit Shrotanjalirupasprisya dhnute karma vasana. Please make your ears as the cup of your hands. It's like sometimes people they drink water with the cup of their hands. They drink water like this. Make your ears as the cup. Shrota Anjali. Anjali means the cup of your hand. What will happen? Hunute karma vasana. All the karma vasana will be destroyed. All the sinful desires are gone. All the sins are gone. And Krishna, he gives us right type of desires also. Even if we have material desires, no problem. Please approach Krishna only. Krishna will fulfill them in such a way that you will not ask for the same thing again. Because he will give intelligence of what to ask. It comes in fifth canto. Satyam vishatyarthitam nrinam naivarthadoyat punararthitam yataha swayam vidhatte bhajatam anichyatam ichhapidhanam nijapada pallavam. Ichhapidhanam. Lord's lotus feet, they are the reservoir of all the benedictions. And then one doesn't want. And then the devotee doesn't want things of this world. He understands what is the right desire to have. As Sanatana Goswami, he goes to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, says, Kiyami ke niyamar jare tapatre, who am I? Why I am suffering? I don't know. Apanara hitta hita kichui na jani. ग्राम्य व्यवहारे कहे पंडित सत्य को निबानी आपनारे हिता हित किछुई न जानी. And people they glorify me. Oh, he is a great pandit. I accept it, although I don't know what is good, what is wrong. This is the beginning of spiritual practice. When we don't know what's the right thing, take shelter of the guru, take shelter of scripture, starts practicing of devotional service. Then slowly, all the knowledge is revealed. Prakashante Mahatmana. So the process of devotional service, it removes prarabdha, it removes prarabdha, it destroys bija, it destroys avidya also. Because avidya is the root cause of material existence. Brahmaji, in the beginning of creation, he created 5 types of ignorance. Andhatamishra, avidya. There are 2 more I am not remembering. The conceptions of I am this body, conceptions of I am controller, conception of I may die. I want to enjoy this world. All these are ignorance. Time destroys everything, but one thing is not destroyed by time. That is ignorance. Time increases the ignorance. If we don't cultivate knowledge, time will increase the ignorance. That's the only one thing which increases with time. Rest, everything decreases with time. Time destroys everything. But the process of devotional service only can destroy this ignorance. Yatapad pankaj palash vilasa bhaktya karmashayam grathitamudgrathayanti santaha tadavannarikta matayo yatayo piruddha shroto ganastamaranam bhajavasudevam. Yatapad pankaj palash vilas. When a devotee takes shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, karma ashaya, all the repository of fruitive reactions, udgrathayanti, they are uprooted from the heart of a devotee. But the rikta mataya, the mayavadis, they don't become free of these desires. Their desires, they are not destroyed. Even if they keep on practicing for many, many lives, they are not destroying their material desires. Therefore, please take shelter of Krishna. Shroto ganastamaranam bhajavasudev. This is the only process which destroys the ignorance. There is nothing more powerful than this process. 60,000 sons of Sagar Maharaj are liberated just by the touch of Ganga. And our acharyas, they describe that taking shelter of Vaishnavas are more powerful than taking bath in Ganga. Haristane aparadhe tare harina, Tomastane aparadhe nahi paritran. If somebody offends Krishna, by chanting one is purified. If somebody offends devotees, there is no hope. Because after taking bath in Ganga for many, many times, one gets purified. Darshane pavitra karo ek tomar gun. Just by taking darshan of devotees, one gets purified. Yesham samsmaranat pumsam satyo shuddhanti vaigrihat kim punar darshan sparsha padashaujasanadihi. Just by taking darshan of the devotees, one gets purified. Just by remembering the devotees, one gets purified. So anything related to Krishna, Bhakta, Bhagavan or Bhakti, they are all powerful. Na tatha Bhagavan Rajan Puyeta Tapadipi Yata Krishna Arpita Prana Tat Purush Nishevaya. Taking shelter of Krishna purifies, taking shelter of the devotees purify, taking shelter of the process of devotional service purifies. But the most powerful is when we take shelter of the devotees, because they tell us how to do devotional service. So therefore, the more we learn to take shelter of the devotees of the Lord, the more we'll be purified. The more we'll understand the power of devotional service. The more we will see the problems as the mercy of the Lord. And that is what we are seeing in this entire section. Ganga Devi, she is purifying 60,000 sons of Sagar Maharaj. It's all powerful. And when a devotee comes to this level of steady devotion, getting purified, then he learns to give good responses. When Bhishma Dev, he met all the Pandavas. First of all, he was very happy when Pandavas came in royal paraphernalia, dressed like kings. Nobody goes to meet a patient in the hospital in a very nice, decked up way. They go with, some fruits and in a simple way they go. Oh, Pandavas, Krishna told them, you please dress nicely. Because that is what Bhishma wanted. And when Bhishma, he saw them, he told Yudhishthir, oh, Yudhishthir Maharaj, you went through so much. All of you, you actually didn't deserve to live also in such circumstances you had to go through. Aho kashtam ahonyayam yadiyam dharmanandana jivitam narada klashtam vipra dharmachyutashraya. But because you had taken shelter of sages, religion, and Krishna, you are protected. And don't worry, oh Yudhishthir, don't lament. It's all time factor working. Sarvam kala kritam. And you know who is this time factor? This person standing in front, Krishna, he's not your maternal cousin. He's not your friend. He's not your chariot driver. He is the Supreme Lord. Yanmanyase matuleyam surin mitram priyottamam Sachivam akarot tutam sauridat ath sarathi. He is not your messenger. He is not your chariot driver. He is the Supreme Lord. Esha vai Bhagavan Sakshat. He is the Supreme Lord himself. And whatever is happening in your life, it is orchestrated by him only. So devotee understands, if Krishna wants me to go through this, I'll accept it. Because Krishna has a plan. Either he wants to bring us to the next level, and that's what he did for Bharat Maharaj. Otherwise, it was not of his karma to take birth as a deer. It was Krishna's intervention. Srinath Chakravarti Thakur writes that there are two types of prarabdha karma: auspicious prarabdha karma and inauspicious prarabdha. Inauspicious prarabdha is the reaction which ordinary materialistic they suffer because of their previous actions. Auspicious prarabdha karma is the plan of the Lord for his devotees. The Lord wanted to increase the eagerness of Bharat Maharaj. The same in the case of Chitraketu Maharaj. He was a Vidyadhara and he was given a benediction of enjoying for millions of years. Krishna was in separation of Chitraketu and he was thinking how to bring this devotee quickly. I can't stay without my devotee. Whatever was happening there, the curse of Parvati was the plan of Krishna. So therefore, a devotee understands, okay, it is a plan of the Lord. And he learns favorable lessons. Vyasadeva, when he was writing, he was dissatisfied. He contemplated, okay, I think there is something which the Lord wants me to learn. Kimva Bhagavata Dharma na prayana nirupita. Is it that I have not explained Bhagavad Dharma properly? That's why I am not getting satisfaction. So a devotee, he is always introspective. He understands, okay, what should I do in this situation? What Lord wants me to learn? He never blames the Lord. And then he tries to find out a course of action which will bring him closer to Krishna. When Arjun returns, it comes in the first canto, and he returns from Dwarka. On the way, he was coming with all the 16,000 queens. Some cowherd men came, attacked Arjun. And Arjun, who could defeat Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Ashwatthama, all the powerful warriors were like Timingala. He could not defeat simple cowherd men. Came back to Hastinapur and he was wondering what happened, why this happened. And then he came to the conclusion, it is a plan of the Lord. Krishna took away all my powers. Vanchitoham Maharaja Harina Bandhurupina Yena Maya Paritam Tejo Deva Vismapanam Mat. And then he says, now I am taking shelter of the instructions which Krishna gave to me on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So devotee, he turns to Bhagavatam, turns to Bhagavad Gita, turns to Chaitanya Charitamrita and tries to find answers there. In this month, Bhadra Purnima is there coming, and this year we have planned to distribute 108,000 Srimad Bhagavatams. So please try your best to distribute and also try to read. Because when you distribute, you stay happy. When you read them, you'll stay. Srila Prabhupada said once. When we absorb ourselves in Bhagavatam, in Bhagavad Gita, understand the scriptures, understand the philosophy, then the problems become tolerable. Okay, so we'll stop here. Anybody has any questions? Okay,
Hare
thank you.
Krishna.
Five kinds. Yeah,
Hare
somebody has put
Yeah.
Sindhu Mataji. 5 kinds of ignorance: Tamishra, Anjatamishra, Tama, Moha, and Mahamoha. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very wonderful class and a beautiful explanation of some of Srila Prabhupada's pastimes and his disciples also. Very grateful for that too. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please raise your hand or unmute yourself if you would like to share any questions or realizations. Yes, iPhone. Hare Krishna, iPhone Prabhu or Mata. Can you unmute yourself and ask your question? Okay. I don't see any questions in the chat. Otherwise, Prabhuji, thank you so much
Okay,
for
we
this
can.
beautiful class. Yes, Manimala Mataji. Sorry, Prabhu. One question. Hare Krishna, Manimala Prabhu. Manimala Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Prabhuji, if the child's strength knows the mother, but the other members don't know that the child is not that mature, so how can we deal with that other persons, Prabhuji? In Dhruva cases, mother telling that Dhruva, you can go and have a faith on
Can you
Lord.
repeat the first part of the question, Matli? First few lines.
If the child and mother knows their strength, but the other members don't know that she is a little child, how can she know? And how can he deal with that situation?
Okay, as I understand the question, I'm just trying to understand the question. That if a child and a mother, they are not aware of
No,
their situation.
Prabhuji, she's asking that if a child and the mother only knows what is the strength of the child, but the other family members doesn't know what's the strength of the child. Mother can understand, okay, she can do this, she cannot do that. But others may think, okay, she would do it, but she did not guide or something like that. Others could not understand. Like Dhruva's case, mother understood what he could do, right? Like that's what her question, I think. That's what she wanted to try to put on.
Yeah, so in that situation, we can always, we can always approach a expert, person who can guide us in that particular situation. Because every situation is different. I may not be aware of the strength, but when we approach somebody who is just like Suniti was in that situation, she had that devotional maturity to handle the situation, to give right type of guidance. But if I am not so much clear of what to do, if I am not sure how to guide the child, what is the strength of the child, then try to find a person who is mature enough to guide us, to guide me. That is my responsibility. It is the responsibility of an individual person to find a, a bona fide guide. We should have faith in that person, that this person is having that maturity and efficiency to guide us, and please approach that person and try to follow what is said, what that person says. The process of devotional service, it is about having faith in the words of the superiors. That's why it begins with Adav Guru Padashray. That is the faith Arjun had in Krishna. That's the faith Parikshit Maharaj had in Shukdev Goswami. Shaunaka Rishis had in Suta Goswami. So we have to, that mother or that person should find a expert devotee or a senior devotee who can guide us. Okay, now how to work in this situation. Individually, everybody may not be as expert, as mature as Suniti, but we should always go to a person who is mature. As it is said, when you don't know what to do, you should know what to do. That means you should know where to go. That is very important. I don't know. Okay, I'll find out where to go. That is also intelligence. You have to learn, okay, I have to approach this person to get my solutions. That much intelligence everyone should have. I don't know, but this person, this devotee, this Mataji, this Prabhuji will have this answer. They can help me. And many times when we approach such devotees, and we may get some answers, but we are not in a mood to apply that, then the process doesn't work. So we have to be ready to follow also what is said. First, try to find the right type of person and then try to apply in your life what is being said. That is maturity. If we are not mature personally, just borrow the maturity from somebody. If I am not mature, okay, borrow the maturity. You will find many devotees who are mature enough who can guide us. Just go to them. Tad Vidhi Pranipat Pariprashna Seva. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Next, I request Pitambar Prabhu. You can please ask your question.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Gaur Vilas Prabhuji. My Danvat pranams to you all, Guru Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu, a couple of questions. First of all, very, very grateful to you, as always, for the wonderful class. The first question, Prabhu, is the purport is saying that Ganges is emanating from the lotus toe of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Anantadeva. And I was thinking, Anantadeva, we generally think is Balaramji, right? But our Bhagavatam pastime is Vamana Deva. So how do I understand, Prabhu? And then I'll ask you the second question. Very good.
All the avatars, they are Ananta. So Anantaya Kalpate. Lord is unlimited, Lord's pastimes are unlimited. So it is no contradiction. If you call Lord Krishna as Ananta, that is not a contradiction because he is also unlimited. The qualities of all the avatars are same. The power is same. Qualitatively, Krishna has some more powers, some more qualities. But power, they have same powers. So Lord is all powerful, Ananta. Whether it be Balaram or Krishna or Ram or Narasimha, they are all same. So that is the understanding.
Got it, Prabhu. Thank you so much. That's what I was thinking, but I just wanted confirmation. Second question, Prabhu, you said time destroys everything. Very nicely heard. But only one thing time doesn't destroy is ignorance. In fact, it increases. And it's very true. It's a very fact. The five kinds of ignorance what we described. If you can little expand on it, Prabhu, Tamisra, Andatamisra, Tamas, Moha, and Mahamoha. That would be great, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Very good.
I'll have to find out the exact verse. It comes in third canto, where when Brahmaji, he does the creation. The first thing which he creates is all these, five types of ignorance. Because unless the ignorance is there, living entity cannot function in this world. So therefore, I'm just trying to find out the exact verses where these five things are mentioned. I can paraphrase, but this ignorance, as I think Prabhuji has put, I'll just see that. Yeah. Tama, Tamishra, Andatamishra, Moha, and Mahamoha. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes about all these, the meanings of all these things. And I'll find out by the time if somebody has some other questions they can ask.
Sure, Prabhu. In fact,
As a
the
brief
third
introduction,
the third thing I was thinking, Prabhu, is what was that?
Yeah.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Third canto, 20th chapter, 18th verse, Prabhu.
Third canto,
20th chapter,
20th
18th.
chapter, 18th verse.
Prabhuji, if it is from Vedabase, we can share it. But if you're looking at Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary,
Yeah, it is from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, because Srila Prabhupada has given some meanings, but not all the technical meanings. Okay, anyways, I'm not able to find it. It's not in that. It is. Okay, by the time anyone else has any other question, they can ask.
Yeah, Prabhu, even I have one follow-up question on that. So, Prabhu, you explained the prarabdha, aprarabdha, sanchita karma, etc. And then you gave analogy of the water, either in the reservoir or in the pipeline or the tap which is flowing. So, if you can again, Prabhu, recap that analogy, that will really be appreciated.
Okay, it is 3, yes, I found it. 3/20/18. Okay, thank you. Sasarja Chaya Vidya Pancha Parvanamakrata Tamishra Andatamishra Tamo Moha Mahatama. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary. If I can get the rights to share.
Yes, Prabhu, you can share. I'm stopping.
You can you can stop
you
the
can
share.
share that. Yeah.
Okay, so this is Chakravarti Thakur writing in the commentary. Says, Tama means ignorance, Moha means egoism, Mahamoha is attachment, Tamishra means hatred, and Andatamishra means absorption in material pleasure. So unless all these 5 types of things are there, it is not possible to stay in this material world. That's why Brahmaji has created these 5 things in the beginning only. And then further the body is given and all the subtle body, gross body. Yeah. So Srila Prabhupada also emphasizes a little bit of these things. He gives what is Tamishra. When he forgets that he is a part and parcel of the Lord, that is Tamishra. Under Tamishra, he considers death to be an ultimate end. That is under Tamishra. Under Tamishra is due to Tama. Tama means the condition of not knowing anything about the spirit. That's called as Tama. And then Prabhupada says 99% of the living entities are ignorant. Okay, thank you.
So on that one, Prabhu, the knowledge would destroy all 5 types of ignorance, or?
Yes. The knowledge of devotional service destroys everything. Gradually it happens.
In fact, that was the subtitle of the Back to Godhead magazine, the ignorance is darkness and knowledge is light, something like that. So, Prabhu, I had that third question. If you can again say the analogy of this water in the reservoir, in the pipeline, in the tap and flowing tap, which is nothing but prarabdha, aprarabdha, and sanchita karma. If you can Just for clarity, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, the stored water is sanchit karma, that is aprarabdha. And then what is manifesting is prarabdha. And whatever is yet to come, that is kuta, that is yet to manifest. It is in the pipeline. So that is what is described. Kramenaiva praliyeta Vishnu bhakti ratatmana. All that is destroyed by the practice of devotion service. Okay.
Hari Bol. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hare
so much.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
My pranams to you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams. So Kuta can come in the same life, or it might manifest in the different life, I mean next lives.
Kuta is that reaction which is yet to mature. Aprarabdha, all the sanchit, all the accumulated karma, whatever is yet to mature, that is kuta. Whatever we are experiencing now is prarabdha. Prarabdha means that which we will experience in this life. That is called as prarabdha. The kuta, the prarabdha comes only when the kuta is completely matured. It is the stage of maturing of our sinful reactions. Kuta, bija, and then prarabdha. So that is what is described. These are the stages of maturing of our sinful reactions. So ultimately in this life, whatever we are experiencing, that is prarabdha karma. That is called prarabdha karma. And now prarabdha means it may come in future also.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Prabhuji, there is one question in the chat I would like to read for you. Hemang Gopeshwari Mataji is asking, how do we know our karma or sinful reactions are getting destroyed with devotional service? On the other hand, is it really important to know, or we should not bother about knowing?
By the practice of devotional service, as soon as one starts practice of pure devotion, all these are destroyed. That is described repeatedly in scriptures. At the stage of Shraddha, when a devotee has this understanding that devotional service is all powerful, Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and I want to serve Krishna to please him, not to gain wealth or be free from the miseries. Arto Artharthi Jigyasu Jnani. They are Mishra Bhakta. They are mixed devotees. When one starts practicing pure devotional service, from that stage onwards, even though a devotee may not be pure, but the process of pure devotion, pure faith, is sufficient to destroy all the karmic reactions. So that is described in scriptures always. It all depends on pure faith. With pure faith, when we are practicing pure devotion, that means we are free of all the karma. But free of karma means now Krishna takes care. Krishna, either he can destroy or he can use some of it to increase our intensity. Whatever he wants, he does. It is not under Yamraj. It is not under laws of nature. But if our faith becomes mixed again, now the faith is pure. I will serve Krishna only for pure devotion. That is my primary intention. And some situations may come where my life is in danger, my relatives, they are having some disease. Okay, I'll pray for them. And that is not less than pure devotion. That is included. That's why it is, Rupa Goswami said, Anya Abhilashita. Ita means the intrinsic nature. My intrinsic nature is not the things of this world. I don't want things of this world by my practice of bhakti. That may come circumstantially. But if somebody starts taking shelter of all the karmakandi rituals, going to devtas, doing this puja, that puja, then the faith gets mixed. and all the karma comes back. That's how it is important to keep the faith pure. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. There are no more hand raise or questions. So if you're okay, we can end here, Prabhuji. Vancha
We'll stop.
kalpatarubhyascha
नमो नमः
अनंतकोटि वैष्णव
Srila Prabhupada ki
सदगुरु
jai.
सरस्वती
Gaur
कृपा
Vilas
क्रांति मत
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
गौर विलास प्रभु की
Thank you so much,
गौर
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Thank you,
Pranam.
Prabhuji.
Gauranga,
Thank you so much.
Nityananda.